Bro, you're a big advocate of people over the age of 60 getting shot, aren't you?
Oh, wow. No, I'm not. Alrighty, boys. Today we're playing I Want to Be a Billionaire, which is in no way affiliated to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, nor Millionaire Hot Seat, Australian version hosted by Eddie Maguire.
And this one is the Male Edge Pro Advanced Penis Enlargement System 12-piece. So apparently sex toys are now sold in like KFC buckets.
Welcome back to Critical Banter, where we take the best bits from your favourite late night shows and package them into a podcast. So for today's episode, we'll be playing the fan favourite game, I Want to Be a Billionaire, and bringing in a new segment, Review the Review. But before that wrap of the week, we've got me and Miguel, we've got Senny.
Hello.
And we've got Rohit.
Hello. Just when I thought it was over. I thought, the conclusion to the Wallet saga, I took on the big institution, I won some money.
Yeah.
It's not over, boys.
We thought we left that in 2020, bro.
Not anymore. So 2021, I've received so my wallet got stolen, for those of you who haven't caught up. And then I just went through a massive saga. Like, this guy stole my bank. He called the bank and basically tried to steal my identity. And so
just that little thing.
Yeah, that small mishap. But now what he's done is I've realized that he has, he's got my license as well, which means he can open up whatever he wants pretty much.
Nice.
And so he's opened up a phone plan. And so I've received a bill from Optus for $950. It never ends.
I warned you that would happen. I told you from my prior experience, all you need to open up a phone plan is, because you can do it online, you just need 100 points of ID, so a driver's license and then a Medicaid card or just anything.
Bank card.
Bank card.
He had all of them.
Perfect.
Had the whole work. The works. He had 200 points.
How do you get $950 on a phone bill?
Take us through it, bro. What did he sign you up for?
Is this in a month?
What is a Rohit Nine signed up for?
So he signed up for a new iPhone 12.
Love it. Beautiful.
On the topmost plan.
All the bells and whistles.
All the bells. Please, treat yourself. Have it all. He's bought himself a phone protector. A case.
Did he get insurance?
And he got insurance.
What color did he get?
He got the same one as you, the gold one.
Oh, dude, this man knows.
So,
that means he ran a credit check on your name. Pristine
what?
Credit, yeah. So to do it online or to even in store, to get a new phone.
Yeah, go on. Tell me this. This is why I came to you.
Phone or a plan, they have to run a credit check on you. And so he's run a credit check, and for him to get the top best phone, pristine credit, you've got, Ro. So
congratulations, man.
Oh, thank you.
That is something to be proud of, honestly.
Does that mean my credit score is going to dip? Because
with a credit check, it dips.
Every time you check, it dips.
He's probably checked Vodafone, Optus, Telstra.
If I was you, I would go into this has suddenly become a very serious chat.
Yeah,
this is probably something we'll do off air, but yeah.
No, I actually what do I need to do?
Go into finder.com and do a credit check just to see what your credit score's at now.
Don't I lose again another one?
I think
there's nuance to it, right? We'll explain. There's nuance to it.
Because what he's done is he's applied for stuff, to actually get stuff. You're just checking your credit score. That should be fine. So that means he might have gone for even credit cards, which he might have got declined for.
Okay, so
which looks bad on your record. And one more thing, if you don't pay the bill, it's going to look bad on your credit score.
But surely I can contest the bill. I can call Optus. I'm not going to pay the bill.
Yeah.
What world am I paying $900 for a phone for someone else's phone?
As long as did you cancel that driver's license? That's going to be a hard one to cancel.
Is it?
You idiot. How can you... So basically your defense will be, I was a victim of fraud. Then they'll be like, okay, did you report it to the police? Which you did,
I did,
fair, but you didn't cancel the driver's license. If you canceled the driver's license, that would have been like, okay, maybe someone else had it.
I'm not paying the bill.
Absolutely, I agree. You should. Wait, why was it $950? Sorry, to go back to the bill. So he got the nice phone.
He got the whole... And it was a couple of months worth. Apparently this is my third reminder or something like that.
Oh, so wait, this has been overdue for a while.
Yeah, but I only got one. This is the first mail that
Yeah, because they otherwise would have sent it to an email. So they would email bill, and then they would have been like, okay, this guy's not paying his bill, so they send you a physical one.
Copy,
and then because he used your driver's license to sign up, they would have sent it to your house. And so this is overdue charge as well. Surely he went over his data as well. $950 is not... That's hard to rack up a $950.
Sure, he gets a little Optus Sports subscription. Watching the Premier League on his brand new phone.
Mate, the guy had 60 gigs of data.
Wait, no, bro, you got the bill. That means you can see all the phone calls he's made and all that.
So the bill is just the money though. And then I called up and I was like, just out of interest, what did I buy?
Yeah.
And then he told me, right? So
but surely he tells you that mobile number that they signed up for.
We'll see. I'll see. I'll send you the bill.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, actually send it to me. We'll do a bit of detective work. Maybe we can get him. 2021.
All I'm hearing, iPhone, find my friends, find my iPhone. We could be on something.
I'm ready. I'm actually ready to try. Because I thought this saga, like you said, Sen, was left in 2020.
No, this man's made a mistake, I reckon. We can get him here.
Oh, so this is good for me now.
I think this is kind of good for you.
I wouldn't say good. Like,
it's still funny. It's an interesting turn.
I just hate my life, man. Why do bad things happen to good people?
Speaking of bad things happening to good people, so this week, Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch in California has finally been sold. So the Wall Street Journal reports that the property was sold for $22 million to an associate of Michael Jackson. So the asking price when they originally put on sale in 2016 was $100 million US. That was what they were asking for.
Right.
And then they dropped it to $67 million in 2015, and then finally they sold it to $22 million.
It's a bargain, really.
$78 million under their reserve price. But apparently, so it's a 1,161 square meter residence, and there's a 344 square meter pool house. The property also boasts a separate building with a 50-seat movie theater, a dance studio, and a childcare center.
Oh, wow. Nothing sinister about that.
Allegedly.
What about
allegedly all built. To have kids over, allegedly. Wait, no, that part's not even alleged.
It's alleged. It's alleged.
No, he did have
he had
kids
over, but the
untoward activities are alleged.
Isn't he dead? Who cares? He's not alleged anymore. He did it.
Yeah, victims are still alive, bro.
Oh, true. Alleged.
Sorry,
you're right.
Alleged. Also this week, Russia has admitted that its national coronavirus death toll is more than 3 times higher than what they reported. So they said only 50,000 people died. This week they said that it was actually over 190,000 people have died.
Surprise.
It's a little mistake, a little accounting error.
They just missed a zero, to be honest. That's what I say.
It happens to the best of us. But they said that, so they have their own vaccine that they've come up with. It's called the Sputnik 5, named after a Soviet-era satellite. Always a good sign to name your modern state-of-the-art vaccine after a satellite made in the 1950s. But hey, good luck to them. So apparently they said over the weekend that people over the age of 60 have gotten the green light to get the shot. Bro, you're a big advocate of people over the age of 60 getting shot, aren't you?
Oh, wow. No, I'm not. But I do believe they shouldn't have their driver's license. Speaking of,
I agree with that. Yeah, go on.
I had a nightmare on the weekend, right? So I was driving to IKEA, or like my friend was driving to IKEA.
Yeah.
And like this guy was just swerving around, and I was like, oh, maybe he's like tired or drunk. Just give him a honk, right? Gave him a honk. The guy didn't hear. Drive past him. He's like 75, 80.
Yeah.
And he's like sitting like, real close to the steering wheel.
Yeah.
And then like as he's turning, I just see him like, it looks like he had some sort of stroke or something like that. But he just kept jerking like that way constantly.
Maybe he's already dead and the body was just going through rigor mortis.
Yeah, get rid of the license. Yeah, I'm actually, after my story today, I'm a fan of just getting rid of licenses full stop. Unreal.
But just to end up, Russia has said that they don't know how many people have been vaccinated so far. So apparently they're not keeping track of anything. And according to recent surveys by the state-run pollster, only 38% of people, of Russians, are planning to get shot. It's funny though, in Russia, most people don't get a choice if they get shot or not.
Oh my God.
Just get dragged down to the Red Square. Just
the
gulag.
Yeah.
Me.
Good luck to them though. I feel like, mismanaged this coronavirus whole debacle. A lot of countries mismanaged. Australia done pretty well, second wave, but we're luckier than most.
We're up for the third wave, no?
Sydney
now
wave.
with the mask restrictions, you got to wear a mask anytime you go out now. $200 fine if you don't get caught. If you get caught without a mask.
It's the cost of doing business.
Police state we're living in.
All right, move on. Alrighty, boys. Today we're playing I Want to Be a Billionaire, which is in no way affiliated to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, nor Millionaire Hot Seat, Australian version hosted by Eddie Maguire.
Thank you. Preface
Just a
there.
slight disclaimer. So, if you haven't played before, it's very similar to a game you may have seen on TV. You've got a lifeline, phone a Sen.
Thank you.
So, Manny, if you want to phone him, Sen, if you want to phone Manny, you can do that. That's all above board. And the final...
phone Kush.
You can. The only rule is you can't phone me, which apparently is a running gag that people like doing this game. And the last lifeline is 50-50, the standard.
So we have 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start with Manny, and you'll be answering first. So it goes from $100 to $200, all the way up to $1 billion. So that's what's on the line here.
Exciting. A long segment.
Manny, question 1 for $100. How many blue stripes are there on the US flag?
Fuck me.
Is it A, 6, B, 7, C, 13, or D, 0?
Oh, no. What happens if I get this wrong, Ro?
You're out.
So this segment could be 15 minutes or 2 minutes, depending on your answers.
I'm going to need a 50-50 here, Ro.
Jesus, straight off.
Do you know the answer?
Am I allowed to tell him if I know the answer?
No, I won't ask
Ro.
you. Is this something I should know the answer to?
It is something you should absolutely know the answer to.
Oh, sorry.
50-50 lifeline on the first question. Probably never been done before.
Unreal.
You know what? We'll have a third lifeline. A pass. So you get 1 pass.
Say less, bro. Pass.
Alrighty, Sonny, you cannot pass this question.
Yeah, right.
You must answer this. So Manny's just chucked you the hot potato.
Well, wait, so I can't pass it back to him?
You can't pass it back to him. And this is how we do it on the podcast, just making games up on the spot.
I love it. No, I'm liking it.
And
I'm
rules.
liking it.
All right. Is it A6, B7, C13, D0? Our American listeners are just screaming.
Actually, I don't know. Looking at some of the American education statistics, I feel like... I believe the answer is D0.
That is correct. The answer is 0.
fucking God.
All right, Sen, you've just won $100.
Let's go.
Oh, cash out, lad.
For $200, which country held the 2016 Summer Olympic Games? A, China, B, Ireland, C, Brazil, D, Italy.
Where'd you get these questions from? Just out of curiosity.
I just Googled best 50 pub trivia games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, questions and had a look.
First link, just took the first... Yeah, right, yeah. 2016.
Pass it, lad. You wouldn't.
Summer Olympics, you reckon? I believe that was Brazil. I don't know what the option was, but it's Brazil.
Brazil is correct for $200. Sen, for $500. What language is most spoken worldwide? Is it A,
I don't know.
Chinese? Is it B, Espanol? Is it C, Arabic? Or is it D, English?
Can we keep that in?
I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah, you absolutely like to say that.
Just trying to be culturally appropriate.
If I pass and Manny gets it wrong, do I automatically win?
Well, Manny's out of the game, and you then move up to $2,000.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll be taking the pass option. Thank you very much.
Is Chinese a language?
That's what I was going to say. Surely it's Mandarin or Cantonese.
Does that count Mandarin and Cantonese?
It does. It'll count all
Taiwanese.
Then
dialects.
it is A, Rowie. Say less.
Chinese is correct.
Not
I
bad.
forgot I had lifelines as well.
Manny's taken the $1,000.
I thought it might have been Spanish, so I didn't want to say.
Question for $2,000.
Can I know which number question this is, Ro?
No idea. $2,000. Manny, chemistry wasn't your best subject, but
Oh, here we go.
There was no need for that.
Fe is the chemical symbol for what element? Is it A, zinc, B, hydrogen, C, fluorine, D, iron?
It is iron.
He's got it right.
Let's
Well
go.
done. Well done.
Didn't get that 79 for no reason, mate.
Alrighty. $5,000. Boys, this is the furthest we've ever been.
This is good.
How many points are a touchdown worth in the NFL?
Oh,
A, 5, B, 6, C, 7, D, 8.
So, if I phone a Sen, is this in good spirit, or is he
am
going
I
to throw me
obliged
off?
to tell him the answer?
Yeah, in the spirit of the game, you must tell him
Righto.
the correct answer, or what you think is the correct
Yeah.
answer.
I will be phoning a Sen Thurin.
So is this with including the kick or just the touchdown?
Just the touchdown.
I'm 95% sure it's 5.
I'm going with 5.
6.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Genuinely, that was a genuine mistake.
Phone me, lad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wowee. And just like that,
Tensions have suddenly gone high in the room.
yikers. All right, Sonny. This is,
bought so much.
yeah, now you're actually going home with nothing. $5,000 is
Oh, you hate to see it.
peanuts. All right, Sen. This is for your $5,000 question.
Yes.
After The Simpsons, what is the longest running TV show? Is it A, Law and Order? Is it B, Grey's Anatomy? Is it C, Criminal Minds? D, NCIS?
I'm going to phone a Manny.
Okay.
Look, when he said Law and Order, that spoke to me.
Yeah. I agree as well.
There's Law and Order. There's Law and Order SVU. There's bloody other Law and Orders, I
other,
assume.
yeah.
Plenty of law and plenty of order.
Grey's Anatomy. Is that still going?
I think they're up to 16 or something. So it's not that.
It is still going. I'll give you that.
It's still going, but it's only up to 16.
What else? Criminal Minds? Bro, I ain't heard a lick of that.
I'm pretty sure that's finished.
Surely that's a one-season wonder.
And
They had a couple. And NCIS. That's another one where they had like LA, New York, Miami.
But I feel like that came off the hype of Law and Order, you know?
Law and Order started like in the 90s.
So I've given you the two options, I think. I think it's Law and Order.
All right, the phone time is over. Sen, right. I'm going to need you to make a decision.
I'll say, A, Law and Order.
Well, this is a very one-sided relationship because that is correct.
I'm expecting a cut.
Sen, for $10,000, we all did Shakespeare in high school. What is Shakespeare's shortest tragedy? Is it A, Macbeth? B, Hamlet? C, Romeo? D, Othello?
It's ones we all did. I'm pretty sure Hamlet was the longest one out of all of them. I wouldn't have to take the 50-50.
We're getting rid of Hamlet.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep. Nice. Thank you.
And
Dickhead.
Romeo and Juliet.
They felt pretty long in high school. I'll tell you that much.
All of them.
This is going to be a pure guess, I guess. I'll say Othello.
Macbeth is the correct answer. What was that movie that we watched? The
McChef.
I don't think that was the actual name, though.
It was the chef rendition of Macbeth. It was Macbeth retold.
Yeah.
Right.
Macbeth
retold.
Good memory.
What about the Romeo and Juliet one? We watched a couple of versions. The one with the guns in New York or something, Miami. Am I making that up?
No, that was a version that we watched with
Leonardo DiCaprio.
No? That was a version.
There you go. Well, no one's won any money today, but catch us next week or next time on I Want to Be a Billionaire.
Happy New Year's from our sponsors Manscaped. Manscaped, for those of you that don't know, is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming, offering precision-engineered tools for your family jewels, and is here to help you have clean balls in the new year. Ring in the new year with the right tools for the job.
Boys, Happy New Year, first of all.
Happy New Year, boys.
First episode of 2021, which is exciting. And what better way to start off your new year than making some resolutions, dare I say. One of my resolutions, tidy up, a bit more, clean a room, clean a house, but why not clean up your downstairs area?
Fair enough.
And so I'm thinking like this year, I've got the tools now from Manscaped, of course, our lovely sponsors. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I think, the 2020 usage was probably not as good as I could have been.
Wasn't always clean at all times.
Yeah, I didn't have the time or the effort to maintain it well, but now that I've got the tools, I think 2021 it'll be the year of the clean bush.
Clean slate.
Clean slate. It's all clean. Everything's clean. And so I was thinking like, genuinely, this year, when you clean up with the Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0, right? I cleaned it up yesterday, actually.
Bit of yard work.
And I'm just thinking beautiful, beautiful trim. Once again, I've said it again. I'll say it once and say it again. It's a great trim. Sen, any experiences?
Yeah, like I said, haven't touched it yet in 2021. It's been growing out a bit. But I think you're right. I'm liking this idea of starting afresh, getting clean downstairs in 2021 and keeping it clean.
I want to encourage everyone to get clean.
I think it is. It genuinely feels better when it is clean. I don't like the look of the bush. It's a bit unnerving sometimes looking down there. So I think going clean in 2021 is actually the right way to go, right?
2021, maybe the slogan, get clean.
Get clean.
Get clean. And look, start off with the Manscaped for sure. Sam, what can we give the listeners?
Well, Ro, to help you guys get clean in 2021, with the code TCB at checkout, where you can get 20% off and free shipping. That's right, with the TCB code, you can get 20% off and free shipping. Alright guys, time for a new segment called Review the Review. It's 2021, so I've been doing a bit of online shopping, trying to find some new stuff to buy. And of course, what I do is I often go straight to the reviews and read reviews of the products to see if it's any good. And as I was doing that, I came across a few funny ones, and I thought, hey, this would be a pretty good segment idea. Let's read some reviews out and review the review, if you will. So I guess the next time we'll do this, we'll maybe do Amazon or Gumtree, but I thought, let's start with the best ones this week. So I went into lovehoney.com, which is Australia's leading sex toy manufacturer and seller.
Hey, we're not getting paid by them.
Okay,
Stop with the enthusiasm.
Sorry. But anyway, we're going to be reviewing sex toy reviews this week. So I've got a few here. Two are very positive reviews. One is a scathing review of a... We'll get to it in a second. So shall we begin? I think all of us have it in front of us right now.
We shall.
So the first one is the Pipe Dream Extreme Realistic Male Sex Doll, 6.8 kilos. And this review is a 5 out of 5 stars. So it's a brilliant review. And so the review is titled From Forever to Alone to Leave Me Alone, I'm Busy. And this was reviewed 20th of January 2017 by a gay single male. So the review goes, who needs a man when you have one of these? Not me. No more paying for dinner, no more buying him flowers, no more carrying him home drunk from the pub and cleaning up sick off the bathroom floor. Fed up with him, stash him in the cupboard. Want some fun times? Then drag him over to the bed. No having to waste time with foreplay either, as he's ready to go. Okay, so his member is indecently large, so it may give some men a little bit of a complex, but other than that, he's perfect. He's rather on the heavy side, but I like him meaty. So the overall rating was 5 out of 5. The pros was very lifelike, only much less annoying than an actual man. And the cons was, I'd love it if there was a bit more... I'd love it if there was a fat, hairy version.
What?
And the bottom line in general was, well worth the price, but mind your back as he's rather heavy. 6.8 kilos, I must remember. So boys, if you're reading that, you're thinking of buying it, does that convince you to buy this product?
Wait, what was it? A sex doll?
A sex doll.
6.8 kilos? Aren't sex dolls inflatable, or am I...
This is a heavy-duty one. This one, from
Long
memory,
lasting.
I think this was $250 or $300 AUD.
High price point.
This was like top of the range sex dolls, I have to add.
It's a good review, just grammatically. He's got some nice funnies in there, forever alone to
Leave me alone.
leave me alone. Good little rhyming
Play
scheme.
on words.
Well, the thing about these sort of reviews I like is it's a story. He's not telling me, oh yeah, this has this is good, this is good. No, he paints me a picture. He tells me a story. It's a journey. And that's when I know this person enjoys this product.
He was so compelled by the product, he put you on that journey. 6.8 kilos, that's still...
You're thinking too heavy.
I don't understand. Is it on the bed and he's... I don't want to paint a picture, but like, is he doing magic? Or is it moving around as well? Like, 6.8 is that hefty.
It'll probably come with like a disclaimer. You got to lift, bend your knees, keep your back straight.
comes with the
Two-person.
comes with the belt, the weightlifting belt.
But it is an interesting review though. Like, I'm thinking Mr. Bears, can I read his name out?
Yeah, sure, why
Mr.
not?
Bears, the gentleman. Like Sen said, a story was told. And I think like what I really enjoy is just the vivid imagery, fed up with him, stash him in the cupboard. There's a lot of just, I feel like he's written possibly one of the best reviews I've ever seen.
I think so too. It's a genuinely very good review.
So I one of my friends did a review of the Hungry Jack's or Burger King Angry Whopper.
Okay, yeah.
And so basically he did this thing where he would write bad reviews about food to the complaints department to get free food. So that was his little scam. And so his review of the Angry Whopper was the Whopper wasn't very, very angry, but I sure was.
That's good.
One of my favorites.
That's good. That's very good. So wait, Jen, do you guys actually read the reviews before you buy stuff?
Of course.
I don't read the reviews. I look at the score.
You just look at the scores.
And if the score's somewhat suspect, then I have a look at the written reviews. Do you check which reviews do you check though? If it's 5 stars, you check 5, 4, 3.
I have a look. So this particular product had 25 reviews. I think 18 were 5 stars, and then there was a smattering of 4 stars, and then no like 3 or 2 or 1.
So if there was a few ones, would you read the ones?
Oh yeah, if there's a few ones, you got to read the ones.
I would read the ones too, but like
Kush only reads the ones.
I was gonna.
that's so true. But like, let's say you go out to a restaurant and you're seeing on TripAdvisor like 4.7, Manny. How many stars is when do you draw the line? Like 4 stars not good enough. We'll flick them off. I only go to 4.5 and above.
The thing is, when I'm looking online, I reckon 4 is the cutoff. But then again, like I've retrospectively looked at some restaurants I might have liked, and they could be like a 3.8 or 3.7. So like I don't know anymore. I don't know if I'm trusting reviews.
Interesting. But yeah, maybe back to the actual original review.
Yeah.
I would review this review.
What would you give it out of 5?
8 out of 10.
Out of 5, bro.
4 out of 5.
Thank you.
Actually, that's a bit harsh. 4.5.
I think it's a 4.7. It's
almost.
well written, eloquent, gets to the point, tell you what's good, tell you what's bad, which, it wasn't hairy enough apparently. So I think overall, good review. All right, so the next one is the Fleshlight Flight Pilot Male Masturbator.
It's a tongue twister.
It is 5 out of 5. This one, and the title of this review was "My Favorite Fleshlight," And this one was done on 29th of November 2020, so recent. By Sex is Da Best. With DA and it's hyphens in between all the words. So this is, as you can imagine, a very sophisticated review. So it starts off with, "This thing is absolutely amazing. Everything about it is premium, and it's my favorite sex toy to date. Starting off with the exterior, this could genuinely be a piece of art. The case looks amazing. It's so sleek. The case is super easy to clean and dry. My only complaint is that the suction lid is quite rattly." Straight off the bat, I just want to say that this is he just only deals in absolutes. Like everything is either amazing or
terrible.
Terrible, exactly. This means you have to choose between quiet play with full suction or risk it rattling about with a slightly less suction. The sleeve inside I like that he's breaking it down. He's giving you each part. He's doing a review of each part. The sleeve inside is honestly perfect. Again, more absolutism. Being transparent, you can see the insides, which felt quite redundant at first, but can actually be quite pleasing to watch. The texture inside is so stimulating.
so
stimulating.
It's what? A bit of onomatopoeia? No.
Repetition.
It feels quite tight and just feels right. Bit of rhyming now.
Yeah. Oh, bars.
Let's go.
The sleeve has gone more cloudy in colour over time. That's a bit concerning. Wash it, mate.
He said it was easy to wash, no?
But it's no big deal. Compared to other fleshlights, this is the perfect size. I can very comfortably fit, in brackets, 6-inch shaft.
Thanks, mate.
Bit of flex.
Bit of sensationalism there. And the shaft is easier to clean as it's shallower than other fleshlights. Legitimately, out of my entire 20-plus collection of sex toys, if I had to choose just one, this would be it. It's such an amazing experience for the money. I'd recommend it to anyone. Wowee. Wow. I think this is... Again, apart from the sensationalism and the, absolutism, I think this is, again, a very, very well-written one. Just purely for how in-depth he goes. He breaks it down to every nook and cranny of the device, and he tells you what's good and what's bad.
Side note, when he said, what was it, my favourite fleshlight to date? I thought he meant he was dating it. It took me a while to realise.
Look, with the fact that he has 20 plus, I think he is actually dating them.
Yeah, he's a connoisseur, it looks like.
Connoisseur. This sounds like the chicken connoisseur, but for flashlights.
I do think, like, just grammatically and structurally speaking, like, he's broken it down well into paragraphs were nice and orderly.
Yeah.
Different components of the fleshlight.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see an intro, potentially. The other guy had a little bit of an intro about who he was, what he was about.
What led him to the toy.
No, I like that. That's good.
So there was not much of that, which I didn't really appreciate.
Couldn't connect with it.
No, it didn't resonate.
I want a story.
Of course. And there was, like, again, like, my English teachers would tell me, like, show, not tell.
Yeah.
He was telling me.
But then I think with the review, that's kind of the point, right? I want you to tell me.
I don't want to be shown how good this is, bro.
But, like, I think the first review, I felt something.
It was a narrative.
It was a narrative. It just spoke to me.
It was a motive.
Was cold, just calculating.
This was just adjectives.
Facts. It was just factual.
Facts, yeah.
Which some people may like. Some people just want to read the facts. But for me personally, I really want to connect with the person writing it.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel that with this one.
I agree. This felt like an instruction manual more than a review. But one thing I did like is, as we discussed, like the techniques he used, repetition, bit of rhyming. He thought about it. There was a bit of thought that went into this. The other one, it was just pure. It was just poetry. Yeah. That one was poetry. This is more.
Dare I say, straight from the heart, no filter.
Yeah.
The first one.
I liked the raw aspect of it.
This was a bit more cold, methodical, calculated. Bit sadder, to be honest.
but to each their own, really. Like, Sen, I think you might prefer this one. The reviews straight to the point. Manny might prefer the heart to heart,
the flowery language of the first one. So what are we giving this one then, boys? Out of 5.
Didn't resonate with me. Like, grammatically and things like that, from someone named Sex is Da Best. It's quite, well written. So in saying that, I did, again, like my previous comments I made, I'm going to give it 3.9.
3.9.
Just under the threshold.
I was going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. Manny?
No, I was going to give it it was a 4. It's good. It's a different style, but it's good in that style.
Lovely. All right. And on to the last one today. And this one is the Male Edge Pro Advanced Penis Enlargement System 12-piece. So apparently sex toys are now sold in like KFC buckets. But in terms of the Male Edge Pro Advanced Penis Enlargement, I have the 9-piece one at home. So I'm quite interested to see how the 12-piece stacks up. So this review, however, is 0.5 out of 5. So this one was a bit of a negative review. But this one did catch my eye a bit. I didn't get who it was written by or when it was reviewed. I don't think the name was very
convenient of you to forget that, Sen.
But this one starts, bought this last April, and I've seen no results. And no is in all caps. After nearly 11 months of using it, 4 days a week for 6 hours a day.
Bro, he's done work.
Just can we do some quick maths on that? 6 hours a day, 4 days a week. So that's 24 hours a week.
Yeah.
11 months is, 44 weeks. So 44 times 24.
That's too much maths for me.
It's a lot of hours.
That's at least 700 hours.
That's full time, baby. That's full time.
That, this first sentence alone raises more questions than it answers. Was this man just walking around day on day, just walking around with the penis enlargement system attached to his appendage?
So this I'm just trying to think. You sleep in 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
Assuming you've got a job. I mean, it's from 6 p.m. to 12 p.m. He's got this thing on while he's watching Netflix.
Are you allowed to go outside of the house with that thing attached?
I don't know.
Surely you can't. Anyway.
Wait, did you have a look at the actual, what it looked like, the system?
It was a 12-piece set, and it was just different, equipment.
Was it portable?
Dude, have you seen one of those,
Was it portable?
It was. Have you seen, one of those massive toolkits? It looked like one of those. Dead set looked like one of those.
You got your Phillips, you got...
Yeah, exactly. It had, the screwdrivers, the spanners.
Your Allen wrench.
Anyway, the review goes on. So I tried the gauze that comes with it, but this only seems to work if I really tighten the straps up. My penis head goes cold and blue, which is not a good sign.
Thanks, mate.
A few times I managed to trap my shaft skin on this device trying to adjust the tension, which was quite painful. Ouch. Good. He goes, ouch.
Did he write ouch?
He goes, ouch. Male Edge says they have a forum, so went on to their forum. The last post was over 5 years ago. A lot of men have bought this, mentioned about the glands going cold and blue. Wish I had known about this before I bought it. I'm not sure how anybody can sleep or wear this extender for 6 hours without causing any penis problems. I managed just 45 minutes till I saw the state of my penis.
Well, now I'm not sure what's happening. You said he's done it for 6 hours a day for 11 months.
I think he noticed for the first time the 45 minutes, but then just continued anyway.
Okay.
Thought it was part of the process.
So the overall rating, pros, nothing. Cons, everything. Can cause discomfort and pain. Numbness in the penis head. Bottom line, the worst contraption I've ever used.
Wow.
And I was a bit curious. So I read a few other reviews, and a lot of them are saying, a lot of mentioning of members going cold and blue. At least 3 or 4 others mentioned that, and everyone seemed to mention that this particular company says they have an online customer service or some forum, and they're all saying no such thing, no bingo. You get stuck with this thing that turns your dick numb, and that's it. You can't complain to anyone. You can't get your money back.
So we're saying after 45 minutes, he noticed the member going blue.
Yeah.
And he still used it for 11 months.
Yep.
This is on you, mate. I'm sorry, but this is on you.
He's desperate. He's desperate.
He still gave it 0.5. He didn't even give it a 0.
There's a redeeming factor.
The case apparently was nice. Packaged well, potentially.
So, boys, what are we thinking about this review? Scathing.
So negative reviews are a little bit different, I guess, in their... the structure and the way you need to actually write it. Obviously, positive reviews, I want a story.
Yeah.
Negative reviews...
Just straight to the point. Tell me what's wrong with it.
Exactly. And he's actually given me a story in the negative reviews. I like the ouch,
Yeah.
That's onomatopoeia. So I quite enjoyed the review.
Yeah.
But grammatically and from a structural point of view is shocking.
Just all over
the shop.
But I think that was maybe because he was losing blood. He was probably still wearing it as he wrote the review.
Dare I suggest it's not even a good review.
Really?
Oh.
It's 0.5. That's not an average. It's not above average. Not below. It's shocking.
Well, he does say it's the worst contraption I've ever used. So you don't think his review has done justice?
As Rohit said in the last one, he's telling. He's not showing. I want to hear pure emotion.
I want to see his blue penis.
That too would actually help the review.
Yeah,
but I want to feel his anger, his emotion to it.
Yeah. Okay,
right now, he's
fair.
coming off as slightly peeved.
Yeah. No, that's true.
He's slightly peeved. I would be pissed if my dick was blue for 11 months. I don't know what to tell you.
The thing is, the way he doesn't even seem annoyed that his penis was blue. He's just annoyed that there's no results. That was his biggest issue with this.
The man is desperate.
The language as well, basic.
It was very
basic imagery.
Yeah, there's no flowery language with this. It's just
techniques non-existent.
No
really.
techniques, mate.
No, Manny's swaying me to his side now, actually. I
Yeah,
thought it was an
actually,
average review.
I'm seeing it. This is actually a very, not even average, I'm just saying below
It
average
has to be
review.
anger.
All right, Manny, what are you giving it then?
I'm giving like a 1.5. I'll give him that. I'll give him that courtesy.
I was going to say a 2 out of 5.
Yeah, I was going to say 2 as well, I think. Bit of generosity.
We'll settle around that range.
All right, guys, that brings us to the end of our first episode for 2021. How'd you guys feel? Any rust there, or we're still good to go?
Stay clean.
Oh my God.
I'm going to stay clean.
But yeah, big Happy New Year to all of our listeners, our viewers on YouTube, Spotify,
Apple Podcasts.
TikTok.
Where?
TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean where?
But no, stay tuned. We'll be bringing out more content in 2021. And be sure to join our Facebook page, the TCB Appreciation Society.
Also, remember use code TCB at manscaped.com for 20% off all products and free shipping, as we mentioned earlier. As Stanley was saying, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any of your favorite podcast apps is where you can find our full episodes. With all that, we'll see you guys next week.